sister's room. Anyways, yeah, so I honestly, yeah, so basically, because I had to think about what I was gonna make the title of this video, guys. I have so many videos that I want to make and that I need to make, this being one of them. So I have been contemplating on this one for a good minute. Getting over your ex getting over your ex part 2. So basically, let's get into it. So basically, guys, I don't know how many steps to say. Honestly, guys, this is not really this wasn't really like planned out. I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that. But this is getting over your ex part 2, because I looked back at the other one, guys, the first one that I made, and I was like, oh my god, this is like slightly cringy, but it was slightly cringy. It was like really cringy, but a lot of people liked it. I was like, oh my god, okay. But I was like, you know what? This part 1 deserves a part 2. So getting over your ex part 2, here we go. All right, so the first step to getting over your ex is, honestly, I said this in the last video and I don't want to be repetitive, but like sometimes you really have to block this person out of your life. And honestly, it's always like, sometimes it can be really different. So obviously, like, the advice that I'm gonna give just from my personal experience is gonna be like kind of a bit biased towards the situations that I went through, and also just kind of how I handle things like emotionally, because I know people are different. But this is kind of more of a, like, this is just for you, like, this is advice for you, for your mental health, for your sanity. So like the first piece of advice that I would definitely give, like when it comes to disconnecting from your ex, getting over your ex, etc., is honestly to block them. Like, block them on everything. I mean, eventually, like, when you're over it and you just want to, you know, go to your number, your settings, and go to your phone and unblock the number, or even just your social medias, like, that's perfectly fine, but just block them, honestly. Especially like if they keep reaching out, because some exes will do that. Some exes, they'll get drunk and they'll drunk text you or drunk call you, and or you'll drunk text them or drunk call them, which I was about to say I've never done that before. Ooh. Anyways, so yeah, just block the number. Just block them on social media. You don't need to know if they're with somebody else. Like, you don't need to know if they're with a Rebound. You don't need to know any of that, bro. It's none of your business. You guys are no longer one. You guys are no longer together. Move on from it. The next tip that I have is, what's the second? Wow, why did I just forget that? Oh, okay, this one is key. This is the one that's gonna set a lot of you guys free, because, okay, so in this generation, I know a lot of people that do have, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend. A lot of you guys do get intimate with one another, and that creates soul ties. So with that being said, the longer it takes for you to kind of disconnect and like break that soul tie from that person, the longer it's going to take you to get over them. So a really good way to get over your ex is to, I'm not saying burn anything, because that's exaggerated. It may feel good in the moment. So, I mean, if you want to burn all of the things that remind you of them, by all means, go ahead and do it. But moral of this piece of advice is to just completely get rid of it. Doesn't really matter how you get rid of it, as long as nobody's being harmed, including yourself. Yeah, so basically just get rid of it. Like, if it was a shirt that they gave you, if you guys made a painting together, not me, which this wasn't even my ex, this was just somebody I had a soul tie with, but oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh my god, okay, there's no judgment here, guys, none. But yeah, so basically, if it was a shirt or a painting, if they bought you a necklace, if they bought you whatever it may be, whatever, if they bought you something, and if it's something that you cherish a lot and that you hold on to, if it's something that you bought for them and for whatever reason you were still the one that had it or whatever, before you guys actually parted ways, Like whatever you have that reminds you of them, or they bought you something, or they gifted, whatever the situation may have been, completely get rid of it. That's that. Just get rid of it, because that's kind of one of the steps in like breaking a soul tie. And if you're wanting to get over your ex, that's something you're just gonna have to do, something you need to do. The next step is accept. Accept the fact that you guys have like parted ways. You guys are just no longer together. You guys are just broken up. Yeah, so acceptance. And that can come along with like just kind of reiterating. Acceptance is going to be not going through text messages like they should be blocked, and with them being blocked, you need to delete the messages. So that also goes with like step number 2. Like you need to delete everything. Don't keep screenshots of their text messages. Don't reminisce on the things that they said. Don't reminisce on the fact that they said that they love you, because things are completely different now. Like I said, it depends on the way that the situation ended. But if it ended badly, do not have those screenshots in your phone, rereading them. Oh my God, he said he loved me. Those feelings are still there. He's gonna come back. Or she said she loved me, like etc. Like same way. Don't, because you're wasting your time. You have to move on for yourself. This is what people get in relationships and they forget, like, you still are your own person. You still have your own identity. Like, you didn't, well, some people do get in a relationship and they do lose themselves, but you should not be getting into a relationship and losing yourself. Like, you're your own individual. You're your own person at the end of the day. And it is what it is. So, like I said, acceptance is the third one, and it is key. So moving forward, I think this is the fourth one. Sorry if I get off track, guys. But yeah, so the fourth one. The fourth step is journaling. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Like, if you just need a journal, put your feelings out there, like, to yourself. That's okay. Because at some point, your friends are going to get tired of hearing about it. Your mama, your daddy, they're going to get your granny, your aunts, your uncles, like nieces and nephews. They're going to get tired of hearing all about how this person did you badly, or you just being sad. And that's just normal. That's just everybody. Even if you guys didn't leave off on bad terms, especially like if you're confiding in your family and your friends, they don't want to see you sad. They don't want to see you heartbroken. So it's kind of like, it's hard. It's gonna be hard for them too. Like you're feeling it a lot more harder because you went through it personally. But they feel it too, and they don't want to see you sad. Especially like if you're just like the bubbly one in the group, or like at the family functions. Like they don't. It's not to be like rude or mean. It's not saying suppress your feelings and don't express how you really feel, because you're entitled to that. By all means, you're entitled to that. But it's just kind of like it's gonna hurt them too in the process. So when I say this, like, I really mean it. Like, just journal your feelings too. It's okay to express to them, hey, yeah, like, when they check in on you and they're like, hey, how are you feeling today? It's kind of like, sometimes, and that comes with acceptance, you're just gonna have to like bathe in the sadness. You're just gonna have to soak it all in and accept it. And but you're gonna have to also make it known to yourself that like it's pain is not linear. So it's not like, oh well, I did this for this day, and I went out with my friends, and I didn't think about this individual once, so I had a great day today, so I'm gonna be good tomorrow. Because you could wake up and you could be crying tomorrow. So pain is not linear, but that's why I said journaling and expressing your feelings. And even if it's like, just date it. So also, because going back in like months later or years later, whenever you decide to reflect back on it, it will be very, very useful in the future, I promise you. But just journaling like how you feel. Maybe there was a specific memory of you. Maybe there's a specific memory of you two together, and you just kind of want to write in your journal and kind of, I'm sorry, oh my God, but not my brain. Now my brain just doing whatever it wants. But maybe there was a specific memory of you two guys together, and you kind of want to reflect on it in your journaling and just kind of write down how that really made you feel. And it's okay to, in your journaling, like while you're journaling, your journaling process, whatever, to admit that you love that person. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to suppress any of your feelings. You don't have to suppress any of your feelings, especially when you're journaling, and there's no shame between you, the notebook, and the pen. So there's no shame. It's completely fine. It's completely okay, and it will get better if you want it to get better. Now, they say time heals, but I believe what you do within that time is what really heals you. Obviously, yeah, it's not gonna feel it's like a sore. So it's like, yeah, like if you have an open wound, it's not gonna heal if you keep picking at it. Time is gonna heal that sore, because your body naturally is a natural healer. Like, your body is gonna do what it needs to do. All those cells are gonna come together and heal that sore. But if you're continuously picking at it in the most negative ways, you know, with your situation, then it's not, time isn't really gonna heal. And it's not, like I said, it's not gonna feel like, okay, as soon as you first got that cut, but you picking at it is not gonna make it better. It's just not. And also, do not use rebounds. If you are not over your ex, what was I, journaling? Yeah, the next step is do not get a rebound. Do not get a rebound. Do not, because what you're doing is you're being irresponsible. You're not being emotionally intelligent. So perhaps you need to work on how to be emotionally intelligent. Because if you get out of a relationship and you decide you need a rebound, or you need 12 fuck buddies, then something's wrong with you, and you're gonna have to fix that yourself. Nobody can help you do, I mean, people can help you as far as like motivating and kind of and this is another thing, guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say, and it kills me, this is side note, it kills me, guys, this is side note rant, but it kills me, guys, when family and friends see that you're going through something, or they notice continuous behaviors and they support it. Why are you supporting this individual's like lack of emotional intelligence and fuckery? Why? So if you feel like your friends and family are condoning you having rebounds, this and that, the third, just doing, you know, all these unhealthy things that are not even healthy for your well-being. That's the thing. It's like, okay, even if they didn't give a, you know, about who this individual, you know, who you're hurting because you're hurt, it's like this person is hurting, so you need to check on them emotionally because they're hurt. That's why hurt people. You feel me? So especially if they're not emotionally intelligent enough to handle the things and the way, their emotions, their feelings, and cope in the ways, like, and cope in responsible ways. I'm sorry, guys. This, like I said, this has been overdue. Like, this needed to have happened. So, a verb. A lot of people don't say it's a verb, but that's none of their business. So, anyways, moving forward. Yeah, so I think that's step 5. Guys, do not use a rebound. You need to sit with you can't run from yourself. The most you can run from yourself is using a rebound, hiding behind other people. And you shouldn't do that, because that's not cool. Come on now. You gotta be real with yourself, because you can't expect, like, things to get better. Like, you just gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta spend time alone with you, because what you're doing is you're on the loose. You're heartbroken. You're not trying to acknowledge the pain, but when you do acknowledge the pain, it's hiding yourself behind other people, hiding yourself through sex, hiding yourself through alcohol, hiding yourself through drugs. You're better than that for yourself. You shouldn't even. And that's why I said, guys, like, family and friends, like, will literally watch you just Like, no. And like I said, once again, it's like, even if you don't care who you're watching this person hurt, they're hurting that person because they are hurt, and you need to check in on them. It's not about, oh, this person is a grown up. Yeah, we all have free will. Grown up or not, we all have free will at the end of the day. Because that's just the way God made it. But it's like, when you see, and I think even just for me personally in my situation, because like I said, no, this was not an ex, but this was just like a connection I really cared about. But like, and it disgusts me, because when you see someone going through something, you know they're going through something, and you're enabling it, in neglecting their feelings, they're becoming emotionally unavailable, which is why it's making it so much easier to neglect the feelings of others, to hurt other people. Because foundation, whether it's with family, with friends, your foundation is important. It's so important. That's why people just, they go through life with all these traumas, and there's so many, like, they have so many different parts of themselves that need to be healed, and they look for answers in other people. They look for that healing in other people. And it's only gonna, like, last. That healing is only gonna last for so long, because like I said, earlier, like, you can only, at the end of the day, you're gonna be your like, you have individuality. You're gonna be your own person. You're your own person. So it's like trying to find yourself through other people, and it's just give it up. Just surrender. Admit to your faults, forgive yourself, and surrender, and go heal yourself. Seriously. So if you're one of those people that need to hide behind sex, that need to hide behind rebounds, same thing. Don't. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the other people that you may be hurting, whatever the case may be. Because you could have possibly, or in a situation, have gotten rid of a really great person, an amazing person, for temporary feelings, temporary highs, temporary things, thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And always thinking people are replaceable. There's only one of us. There's only one of me, there's only one of you. Like, people can't be replaced. So yeah, guys, y'all are like, damn, her. Anyway, so yeah, people can't be replaced, but yeah, if you're using rebounds, don't. That's what not to do to get over your ex, but it's a little combination of both. Yeah, so I think that was the 5th thing. So I'm trying to think. The 6th thing is, do not bash your ex. Don't go to your family, don't go to your friends, don't go to your ex's friends and bash them. Don't do that. It's okay. It's a lack of everything at this point. It's a lack of respect, a lack of morals. It's everything for me. Don't do that. That's immature. And it's like, you were intimate with this person at one point. You spent time with this person at one point. You shared your time. You don't do that. That's not good. And it only really just shows your true colors. It makes you look bad. And if you guys were to reconnect in the future or see each other in the future, that person's gonna hold on to that betrayal. So don't do that. They might forgive you, but they're not gonna forget it. So don't do that. Let's see. That's the 6th one, and then the 7th one of how to get over your ex. I'm sorry, I'm giving you guys do's and don'ts, but like, take it. The do's and don'ts of getting over your ex edition, part 2. That's gonna be the title of this. Anyways, sorry guys, I had to really think about that. So yeah, I think, what was I on, 7? So basically, The 7th one is to, I'm trying to see if there's a 7th one in my mind, because these are kind of on a whim coming. Oh, if you decide to get with your rebound, this is another don't. If you decide to get with your rebound, whomever your rebound may be, do not bash your ex or the person you were talking to, whatever the case may have been. Do not bash this person to the other person or have them reach out, because once again, it lacks everything just as well. Don't do that. It's just, and out of respect for yourself, dignity, like, I just don't, you don't know how bad it makes you look because you're in, your head about what, like, one thing, and your perspective is your perspective, but on the outside, looking in, it looks bad. It looks real bad. Like, it looks like you're hurt. And even in my personal experience, I'm just gonna shed light on this. Like I said, this was not a relationship, but it was a situationship. I'm just kidding. Guys, it probably was a situationship. I don't know what it was. It was supposed to have gone somewhere. And I did. I'm guilty, because I know everybody's like, don't put a time on kids or etc. I put a time on it because it was about to be a year from us. It was about to be a year. We were about to make a year of knowing each other, of like when we first met, and I was like, okay, this is time. Like, we need to like pursue one another. And but seriously, like, be in a relationship type thing. It didn't go as planned. Anyways, so basically, yeah, so even like I was saying before, my personal experience, like, I was talking to this person and I found out that they called me a bitch. I was like, whoa. I was like, to their rebound girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, and when I say rebound in this situation, I say rebound because it was kind of like the rebound for this individual when they had gotten out of like a long-term relationship. So a rebound from like their first relationship. Yeah. But yeah, I found out, like, and that also goes back to like, don't have your girlfriend like reaching out, because they just yeah, anyways, so I probably should do a story time on that. Honestly, I really should. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so basically they called me a bitch and that hurt. It really did. So just moving on. But yeah, so I think that was the 7th one. Don't have them reach out. I had to think for a second because I'm like, yeah, that was right. I didn't go on to 8. I think the 8th one, honestly, I don't even know if there's gonna be 8, but the 8th one, I'm trying to see if there's one. I'm trying to see if there's another do. Oh, okay, so I know the last do that I said was, before I got into the don'ts, I know the last do, I feel like it was journaling. So the next do is take time for yourself. Once you've completely gotten rid of everything that reminds you of this person, I'm talking text, I'm talking screenshots, I'm talking pictures. Now pictures, there are some pictures, because even in my Snapchat memories, like, I'm not gonna go through search and trying to delete all of them. I have a lot of photos. So not unless you can scroll up and you have quick access to it to delete them, because I would recommend doing that. But you don't have to delete all of the pictures. It's okay. It's okay to, you don't have to hate this person, guys. It's okay to still cherish what you had. I mean, it was a learning experience and it was what it was. Just be mature about it. So yeah, I completely forgot my point. Oh, so yeah, no, it's okay. But just remember to take out the time to take care of yourself. So journal, do some self-reflecting. Don't look at what did she do so badly to me in this relationship, or even this situation. I'm gonna give y'all situationships a little shout out just because Just because I can relate. But don't focus on so much of what he or she did that was so terribly wrong towards you. Look at the situation, take the situation, and look at it as, how can I be better for the next person that I decide to give myself to, or someone that I am, you know, that I'm wanting to give myself to, that I want to, you know, be committed to. Definitely do some self-reflection. Definitely. Because just get to know yourself more. Like I said, you know, you can cherish the moment because this is a learning experience. Things are going to get better. Like, things will get better, but you have to put in the effort. So like I said, journal, self-reflect, just focus on who you are as a person, because you're continuously growing. And there's so much growth, you know, that can just be uncovered when you acknowledge it, when you acknowledge your wrongs, and from a situation, and just keep moving. Sorry, my brain is like going everywhere right now, and I don't know why I've been doing that, but I've been so scatterbrained lately, and I have no clue why. But I don't know, probably because I just moved across the country. I drove. And then in the process, a lot of drama was happening. Even when I got to my final destination, drama was happening. I've been having consistent health issues. So I look young and healthy. It's because I am, but it's just, it's minor things, but it's not minor enough to where it's like, I don't notice it throughout my daily. Anyways, I thought about making a video about that, guys, but whatever. I don't know, I probably won't. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. What was I saying? So yeah, basically, it's okay. Like, it's just acceptance, and it's, like I said, pain is not linear. So there are gonna be some days you can go through all day and you can be good to go. There are other days it's gonna feel like somebody's stabbing you. Like, that was probably, no, that wasn't, I didn't exaggerate, but it's gonna, I guess to each his own, but it's gonna feel like somebody's stabbing you. It's gonna feel like you're just gonna wanna lay in bed all day, you're gonna cry. Don't do that. And I'm not saying don't do it because I've done it. I'm saying don't do it because I haven't done it, and it's not good to do anyway. So don't do it. If I have the strength to fight the urge to want to lay in bed and cry all day, don't put your life on pause for somebody else, especially if, like I said, the situation ended badly and they didn't care about you, whatever the situation may have been. Do not put your life on pause for that person. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. If it ended kind of, you know, on whatever terms, because I mean, a breakup, a relationship, you know, it can't really end perfectly. I mean, it's the end of something, and humans have a hard time accepting things that end, things that come to an end. So kind of sometimes, most of the time, we always see that as being in a bad light because our brains get used to patterns, and so just that's the whole spiel. I think that was my 8th one. Yeah, so my 9th one is, or maybe not even my 9th one, my overall getting over your ex, and I hope this was really helpful for a lot of people. But letting go is so essential. Letting go is so important. And this can even apply to like friendships too, guys. Like, if you just know that this ended badly and there's, you know, you guys are never gonna reconnect, and you don't know, like, but on your part, you don't know for the other person, but you know for yourself that, you know, if this opportunity, that person presented themselves with any type of reconciliation, it's a no-go for you, then guys, like I said, letting go is very essential, and you can't let go halfway. You can't try to heal halfway and hold on to other things, because you're only gonna hurt yourself. It's like, you can't touch a cactus in any way, a really prickly cactus, and hold on to it without consistently being hurt. So you cannot try to hold on to certain things and then let go, because you're still gonna be hurting. So you just have to completely let go, surrender to your whatever, surrender the situation for one, and then to whatever you believe in. Also, no, that's gonna be my number 9. Whatever you believe in, your spiritual. I'm back. Sorry, my Mac died and my light went off. So, yeah. So no, my number 9 is whatever spiritual beliefs, whatever you believe, your religious beliefs, whatever you believe in. Surrender to that. Ask for guidance. Me personally, I believe in God. So, I listen to gospel music, and I just ask for forgiveness. I ask God to forgive that person. I ask God to give that person clarity, to remove any hate from that person's heart, any pain that person is going through. I really go in depth, and I really do pray over people that I love. So yeah, just get spiritual or religious, or whatever you consider to be your most high. Yeah. But yeah, so overall, guys, and I said this can apply to friendship. This can really apply to just wanting to let go of anybody, honestly. So just have faith in yourself. No, it does get better if you want it to get better, because you have a choice. You have free will. You do not have to continuously suffer. Also, remember that pain is not linear. Do not be too hard on yourself. And it's okay to feel. It's okay to hurt. We are all humans. It's okay to confide in your friends. Just do not be so overbearing. If you need to text them and you're like, hey, I really don't want to be, if you're gonna, so from my personal experience, when I do confide in my friends and family, it's kind of I reflect, I do self-reflection and I journal. So it's kind of when I'm going back to, with them, when I'm going to them about the situation, it's not something that's being repetitive. The topic is repetitive, but I'm reflecting. So I will yeah, so I realize, and this is a true example, I realize that I'm emotionally unavailable sometimes, especially to the people that that I really like or really love. And I basically ended up self-sabotaging the situation and manipulated the situation for the worst, in a way. And it's progress. It's I'm healing. They're hey, how are you doing? And I'm I'm healing, I'm getting better. It's not I'm sobbing, and nothing is getting better, and it's that person's not trying to make anything better. Obviously it hurts, and time will heal, depending on what you do in that time. But everybody has to take accountability and responsibility for their actions and their emotions. So yeah, if you're coming back and you're self-reflecting and you're hey, this is what I was doing, this was, and talking to your friends and family, that's perfectly fine. But don't be emotionally dependent upon them or overbearing with your emotions and your pain, because the truth is nobody just wants to deal with that, especially if it's kind of you're maybe constantly trying to reach out to this person, or constantly texting this person. It's just don't do it. Just let it go, because what's meant for you will come back to you. What's for you will be for you, and you'll know. So that's a wrap, guys. I'm gonna edit this video and I'm gonna post this video up hopefully today. We're gonna see. It'll probably be up today, but yeah, I love you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.